Welcome back, Hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic, but we don't return to Red Feather Falls. We are actually on the reserve of Hemmeldal, which is sort of like, I guess like Scandinavian mountainous area more. So the animal roster on this map are moose, roe deer, reindeer, brown bears, red fox, I think something else as well, but I'm not entirely sure what. But I'm going to just try changing out my loadout a little bit. I need to find... where is it? No. No, not the shotgun. Is that it? Yes, that is it. Okay. Alright, so you, and then take that. And that. Okay, so that can go in there, that can go in there, that can go there. Now I will take the crossbow again, where... Oh, I guess it's from there. That, and that. Okay, so I think all I gotta do now is basically move over a bit of the... couple of those. And equipment-wise, I can actually take out and put in a new collar. So I can actually take the... Yeah, that's the roe deer. So I can take the roe deer one with me, and I think that's about it. Yeah, there aren't any pheasants. I don't think there's any hogs. There's no turkey. I don't think they're red deer. I don't think I'll need the elk, and I don't even think I can use the deer grunt. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there are Sitka deer on this map. I may be mistaken, but... Okay, so I think that kind of brings me to where I want to be for loadout now. And yeah, Hemmeldal is basically a Scandinavian-esque area that's way up in the mountains that's good for quite a variety game. Now this is probably going to be a bit more difficult of like a hunting experience than the other maps. As one of the things about the Hunter Classic was it kind of felt like as more reserves got added, you kind of had to keep paying to keep up with, like, the lures and the attractants and stuff like that. So I only basically have the roe deer call, and that's about all I can have for, like, calling animals in as we're out hunting. I don't have anything like a scent lure. Actually, I should have checked to see how much the scent lures were in the store, but it does feel like the Hunter Classic is definitely a very heavy grind to get... Ooh. Oh, just a female. You know what? Maybe we'll just try and go over and... just try to get a bit closer and see if there's actually a male with her. But, actually, I think the bullpup actually is ethical for the roe deer. That's one thing I really, really wish both the Hunter and Call of the Wild would actually, like, get in order. Which is just put your ethical charts in the game, so it's not such a pain to try to figure out, can I use this for this animal? Yes or no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'll actually hunt her, just because one of the things now with how everything's all on this GM bucks and how you buy ammo, it kind of feels like a waste to use ammo on anything that isn't going to like give you something back for it. So in the one case, it actually kind of keeps you ethically hunting, you're only going after the bucks and that, but on the other, it kind of takes away some of the gameplay because you have to kind of be conservative more. Oh, I thought I saw a bit of... Did I see a bit of movement over? Okay, that's probably just from her still. Yeah, so she's actually just moving a bit further out, but I thought I saw something almost moving over this way. Maybe I was mistaken. Okay, but she was somewhere way up this way. No signs for her, but you can see the animals are a lot more vocal in the Hunter Classic, which is something I like because it's a good way of really being able to narrow down where exactly they might be. I know Call of the Wild, you get the warning calls that they'll put out, but I don't know if a lot of animals would really, like, make those calls too often, because it does feel almost like a giveaway of, I'm right here, I sense there's danger. You know, sort of that, you're trying to be careful if you pick something up, but instead you're making a big noise to let you know that you found danger. Okay, I don't see any movement. She's probably just on her own, but I figured it was worth a check anyway. I'm probably going to be a bit hard up for opportunities for hunting on Hemmeldal. Like, I don't have a way of calling for the reindeer. I don't have a way for the moose. I don't have a way of calling for anything aside from the roe deer. I do want to avoid how many microtransactions I put into this series, both because money's pretty tight for myself right now, and secondly, I want to see how grindy it is if you are truly a free-to-play player. Like, I know the missions can give you quite a bit of GM bucks to work with, but I want to see how I can do if I don't, like, super hard focus that. Like, that's probably going to be your best bet if you are going to start free-to-play with the Hunter Classic, is to really try to do all the missions you can. Okay, so it says she should be somewhere just up there. One of the things about the roe deer are they are actually little tiny things. And it can be hard just to spot them in general. Let's see. That might even be oh! Well, there she is. Yeah, looks like you're just on your own out here, aren't you, girl? Oh, you can see I can't actually unlock the score feature until I have level 5 of spotting. But yeah, since she is on her own, we'll just probably try to leave her be and get back on our way. At least this did take us a little bit up from the lodge. Hopefully, maybe if we stick to this road as it leads up towards the other lodge, we'll come across something else. Yeah, see, there was the call. There was a warning call that we're pretty familiar with from the other games. Oh, that's not you, though. That is a male. So we might actually get something up this way. Although, I don't think he's actually up ahead this way. I think he's up there. I was looking at the kind of the layout of this map. It does seem like he'll be up on the ridge line there. I don't want to try calling him in because the female being right there. Because she'll probably come in after us first before he might. I'll see. Maybe I can try getting him down. And then, depending on... Maybe I'll even try using the reverse draw. It's like, I would like to try making up for the, failed shot I tried on the whitetail last week. I still am surprised I missed that shot with it. I guess I just didn't have the distance quite right. I'm just going to go low here and hopefully see if I can get another reply from him. I'm hoping we can get him lured down, or at least until I can get another, like, call back to know where he exactly is. Like, is he actually interested in the... Oh. No, that's from her. And I don't know if her calls would actually work on bringing him out or not. I think they might, but I may be mistaken. Just hoping... Yeah, see, he was more up on the hill there. I don't see any movement, because I don't think he'd come straight down. I think he would probably follow a slope down. Although, it is possible that that is just quite... Actually, no, it looks more like a drop, so I don't know if he'd actually be able to slide his way down that or not. I'd like to try to get him, though. Another thing about, like, the grind for the game, there are also a lot... Oh, is that... Wait, what? He got literally right behind me somehow. First of all, I'm surprised that he didn't get spooked off, considering I had no idea about that. But second, if he's in range... Oh, is that him? No, that's her. I think. Oh, come on, I gotta get that spotting in just to make sure, because the roe deer have very tiny little spike antlers. They're more like horns than antlers, really. For some reason, though, does not want to clue in that we've spotted her. Well, if he's just going to walk in right like that, I guess that's a pretty easy way of getting him. Like, literally was just trotting right in to say hi. But we actually did get our first animal. So this is the little roe deers. And, like, they are tiny little things. Like, here, we'll do a trophy shot just to show you guys. How did he do for points, though? I don't think 77 is too bad of a score, but then again, I've been completely off with, like, the trophy stuff. So let me see if I can kind of get myself standing up with something. Small game, yeah, sure, we'll do that. Like, let's spin me around a little bit. There I am. And if we kind of... Oh, actually, it looks like a fair size when you have them like this. And I think the problem is I gotta try getting his butt up more in the air. Well, I mean, it is technically in the air now. See, this is the little bit of goofy fun that I wish we could get for Call of the Wild, because it does add a little bit something more, doesn't it? And just see if I can stand... No, why'd you slide over? That was actually a very good pose right there. You are... No, stop. Oh, there's my buddy! Yeah, like, they're not actually that big for, like, a deer species. Like, you compare how big the whitetail and the blacktail can be for... There we go, and maybe, should we try getting something like an old-timey filter? No, that's, no. Shadows. Yeah, maybe we'll go for Centennial. And actually not too bad for, like, the amount of gems from the little guy, too. Oh. She's actually still around here, too. But again, she's not really going to be worth the ammo just because you're not really going to get anything from her, I don't believe. So I am just going to migrate my way back to the road, and we'll continue along. Yes. See, I thought that was, like, the warning calls that they, like, bark out to say, like, they've spotted or smelled you, or they kind of picked you up, but maybe... I mean, it could still be true, and I just didn't see her. No, I want to stand up. Yeah, she may have ran off, but at least there was something for our first animal. I do think the Hunter the Hunter Classic is definitely going to be one of the slower burns for, like, compared to Call of the Wild. Well, I mean, that's kind of just... If you play the two, you know. This one is more, if you have a heavy time sink, almost like a few hours to spend just getting a few animals, but really feeling like it's a realistic hunt, that's where the Hunter Classic shines. Call of the Wild is that arcadey, you can go in for an hour and get, like, 10 animals, and it's more... not as strict and harsh with how the simulation sort of is. Oh. Red Fox, but I don't really... you know what, maybe I'll try going up to see. I actually don't know if the bullpup rifle is ethical for it or not. Again, it's kind of the hard part about trying to play at times. Both games are notorious for it. Oh, and there's a little bit another mission objective I was able to meet. Well, half of one at least. But yeah, there are a lot of missions that you can pick up. Like, if you do a full series of, like, a certain species, I think it's around 7-ish, 7,000 you can kind of save up for yourself. But the only thing about that is that they can be some pretty specific circumstances that can be some hard missions to complete at times, because it's like, get certain score of this range, or get this in this area, this with this weapon type. If you're probably playing on your own, you have the time to really sink and invest, you could really get yourself some GM bucks to start yourself off, but it's definitely going to be a very grindy game, even with it trying to switch over to more free-to-play accessibility. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure... Well, I'm fairly sure the muzzleloader will be very, very unethical for it, given the fact that it's a 50 caliber ball, I think. Is that the case? Is it 50 caliber? Yep, 50 caliber. Basically, instead of blowing a hole, you're blowing apart the 4 Fox if you tried to use it on that. The reverse draw, and one of the nice things about archery stuff is that in the Hunter Classic, it's basically ethical for all animals to use it. So that was one of the nice parts about being an archery hunter, is that you didn't have to worry about, oh, this only works against this animal, I have to only use this to this in a way. Basically, if you were able to take a bow or pick up a bow, you could use it on anything. That said, whether you'd actually be able to get close enough for some animals to actually make good use of it, well, it depends on your skill as a hunter. Oh, this is actually... Wait, this is a new road deer trail. That's odd. Oh, and there's another mission objective complete, I guess. I don't know if that's actually the full mission or not, but let me see about these tracks. No. Even more road deer tracks. Oh, okay, well, he's definitely gotten himself quite a bit of distance on us from going slow. That's another thing about, like, Classic, is you try to be careful and cautious as you want to go after animals, but they can actually travel a good ways off from you. Like, case in point was that there. And what are these? New trail. Yeah, so got quite a few road deer tracks around here. Now, I don't know if I'd actually be able to see them, because I think that's just a rock that was right in the middle there. According from where the call came from, he's actually pretty far down the slope. He's actually... Oh, I got another mission complete. So, again, missions, if you can... I think you can take an unlimited amount at a time to basically, like, go off of and build up. And if you do go from that, then you can slowly start building up your bit of in-game currency. You'll at least be able to keep yourself stocked with ammo. How long it'll take before you're, like, unlocking a different weapon or able to afford a different weapon will kind of vary. Yeah, not seeing any movement, though. Oh, there's another track there. Oh, and another call. Previous? Oh, no, new trail. Oh, another mail, though. I guess this might actually be a road deer episode, because I've been surprisingly getting a good amount of them in. Oh, this... Okay, this actually says that... the red fox might be close here. I don't know where exactly he is. That's one thing about trying to go after foxes. They are very skittish. And I'm guessing, you know what, this might be the next one that's kind of like saying he's fled off. Because I feel like with the red foxes are one of the animals that are very hard to actually... No, it still says he's roaming. Problem is that he's gone into like a bit of a dense area for like cover in that. Oh. Oh, well, actually, I see it up there. The bullpup, again, I don't think it's ethical, but I could try with the crossbow because of the 80-meter range it has to it. The big thing will be trying to... I should have kept vision of it. I don't know if he'll make another call or not, but I'm kind of hoping it does. I think I'm at least far enough where I can try tracking him like this, and he might not go off too easily. Or at least we got a little bit of a space, so that way he's not too skittish. Yeah, I completely lost sight of him with him going through the trees and that here. I'll keep trying to call the roe deers in behind us. Was somewhere up around here. Okay, well, no, see, that's not part of his track line. Because the tracks would be completely solid red if they were the same animal I'm after. And I haven't picked up any other trails, so... I feel like I spotted him kind of up around here. Well, there's somebody, but it's not what I'm after. Got ourselves another female roe deer. Could even be the same one from earlier. Actually, I think it might very well be the same one from earlier. I don't know how sensitive she might be. Oh, I think she actually spotted us. I don't know if she would actually scare the fox or not, but... Oh, there's another fox call. Yeah, so I think that just little rush sound I heard was her running off. But there's another fox. Oh, well, there's another mission done. The only thing I basically need at this point is visibility on something, and then I could actually try for it. Oh, I gotta admit, some of the like vistas you see off in the distance are very nice. This is right around the area. I'm not seeing anything that kind of makes me stop and say, oh, is that her or not? Or it, or whatever. And I keep thinking the binoculars are actually one of the number slots like they are in Call of the Wild. That's why I keep getting that little squeaker caller out. Yeah, I unfortunately do not see anything. This is really where you feel like you're kind of a bit back in, like, the arms race in a way. I don't have a call to try to warrant a response. They're in some pretty dense bush and scrub around here, so it can be hard to even just pick them out. I think they might even be gone from this area. Like, something like foxes, you generally... If I had an ethical rifle, I probably would have tried to keep visual of it and just used the rifle from when I saw that first one. Well, I actually saw the only one so far. Yeah, I don't even see any tracks or anything around here from them. So I don't really got anywhere to go off for them. But, I mean, at least we did get the one roe deer. I think my big problem going to be with the Hunter Classic is it's definitely going to be a very slow series. There's not going to be a lot happening like Call of the Wild sometimes can have. And speaking of, I'll end this episode of the Hunter Classic right here for now. I am going to just keep going with the next episode right from this spot, but again, I gotta watch the time limit. So thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the Hunter Classic. If you did enjoy it, be sure to give the video a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, let me know in the comments right down below. Until I see you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.